Alright, let us continue onward. Right, we have to deal with this guy. Show him everything we got. Attorney's badge. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. It's just that the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Weird. Okay, so we just spam through now a little bit. Treasure exhibit poster. That's kind of strange. What is? Up until now, Mask the Mask has gone after famous works of art or treasures, meaning you're admitting you're not him. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain looking urn that nobody would want? You make it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. What? Calling card. This calling card, did you send this? No, that is, I don't know anything about that. I mean, I had other plans for that night already. Blackmail? That is true, he did get that blackmail letter after all. Yep. What about Detective Atme? Could he be the one that sent it? It looks that way. I can't think of anyone else. Yep. Yeah, that night because of the letter I had no choice but to go to KB security. So we did. Golden statue. Wow, this is cool. I am really into this kind of stuff. Oh yeah? It's one of our most valuable treasures. If I ever get out of here, me and Desi will go to Lordly Taylor. Please don't say to steal it. To check out the whole Treasures of Korean exhibit. Okay. Okay, I guess. Just promise me you won't steal anything, okay? Oh, don't worry. We'd be going when I'm not on the job as Mask the Mask. Okay, so he still believes... Well, that's reassuring. He still believes that he is Mask the Mask. Great. Camera data. What do you think about this? I don't really think... Okay, it's the same. 30 camera photo. This photo. This has got to be the real Mask the Mask. I'm sure it is. I know Mask the Mask when I see him. Yes, but this isn't you, right, Mr. Delight? Well, no. I was at KB security then. So then, I guess it really is Detective Atme after all. Yes, confirming that. Fun. Now this is cool. Okay, great. Blackmail letter. So was this blackmail letter written by KB Security CEO Kane Bullard? I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a keycard. And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security. Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then. Okay, real quick, let's just finish this. So he doesn't know who actually sent it. Didn't you meet with someone? I don't know. Your wallet? I was at KB security at around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door with the keycard. Who gave you the keycard? Was it in the letter? So is that when you dropped it? I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier. You should have. The keycard. What are you still doing with this keycard anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at KB Security? Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. Ah, okay. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. With the blackmail letter? Yes, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office. Great. Publicity photo. Oh, I didn't know Mask the Mask had become so famous. Yeah, I actually bought this publicity photo. Really? Well, I'd be happy to sign it if you like. I'll even add behind bars. Yes, please, please. It looks like Ron has totally forgotten about what happened at the trial today. That he was declared not guilty of being Mask the Mask. Alright, the brooch. What do you think about this? He has no idea. Okay. And then Kane's list. This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Mask the Mask stole. And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. Maybe that is the cut they got for allowing it to be stolen or something. Maybe they're working with... I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Yeah, maybe they are working alongside the thief, the real thief, with... what's his name? The Mask with Mr. Atomy. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Okay, let's continue. Hopefully I have enough time now. So I presented the sword, this stuff, the file as well, okay, and connected to the basement security guard office. No fingerprints. That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with the case? Well, at this point I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter. It was wrong once though. Autopsy report. What do you think about this? Okay, so nothing. A clipping. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. My debut? Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were all hot on my trail. But Mask the Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask the Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow! Awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. Newspaper clipping updated in the court record. About first heist. Guard in photo is Ron Delight. But as you might expect, Detective Atomy found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atomy found the Mask disguise. That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atomy got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, after a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? Multiple? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Oh, buzzer went off. So maybe he was masked, but and then he was being blackmailed for money, obviously, for the stolen items. But maybe then Mr. At me, Detective Look at me. He also was stealing stuff as well as Mask. So while this current one was done by At me, maybe some previous ones were done by Mr. Rondelite. I don't know. The buzzer went off just once around the time that Bullard was killed. Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I am afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore? So he doesn't know about the buzzer going off. It's me. A great lawyer and so young. You really are an inspiration. I bet you make lots and lots of money, don't you? That doesn't sound right coming from a thief, if you know what I mean. You wanna steal my money? What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. It's just that the thing is I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Okay, so he just doesn't know about Mia Fey, obviously. Maya Fey? I'm sorry. I suppose you could say I'm nothing but a terrible lowlife. Why do you say that? This is the first time I've ever had to actually face a victim of one of my crimes. I guess he's talking about the sacred urn. Yeah, but I thought that you weren't the one who stole my urn. That's true about the urn, I guess. Maybe I should give up this life of crime and try becoming a professional cowbell player. Incredible, a cowbell player. This one, doesn't know about her. Okay, what about it's you? I am ashamed to admit it. But sometimes I wonder if I'm really cut out to be a thief. Well, isn't that obvious? It doesn't suit you at all. Ugh, I knew it. I guess I'm not the only one who came to that conclusion. Gumshoe. This is the detective that was in charge of the mask investigations. He was so happy when I surrendered yesterday that he actually shed tears of joy. What? Gumshoe cried? Really? Was it a single manly tear or did he let loose and sob? Sobbed. I started weeping myself too. It was truly infectious. A truly moving moment if I do say so myself. That must have been one heck of a beautiful scene. If beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I am convinced that these two are blind. Wait. Then we have Mask. Once I decided to become a thief, I started studying like crazy. Studying? Like what? Petty Larceny 101? The history of pilfering? Ha, no. But I watched a lot of movies and read a lot of novels about great thieves. Oh yeah? I admire you for doing your homework, if for nothing else. All the great ones had their own trademarks. Flashy costumes, calling cards, unique laughs and catchy slogans like "Farewell, my friends." I figured I needed to do a good job with that if I was going to make a splash. Yeah, I guess you can't really say goofy stuff like that unless you're a master thief. Farewell, or we shall meet again. You know, hokey stuff like that. Okay, then we have Luke at me. He's an ace detective, alright. He's been hot on my trail ever since the first heist. Yes, but he made a pretty stunning confession in court today. It was me all along. I am Mask the Mask. I don't know what to say. I guess he's just delusional. Really? That's exactly what your wife said about you. So he still doesn't... I don't know. He didn't steal the pot. Desi, she really has a thing against criminals. Do you have any idea why that is, Mr. Delight? Well, if you want to know the details, you'll have to ask her. But the thing is, after I lost my job at KB Security, I needed to earn money to keep Desi satisfied. Lots of money. But I just couldn't seem to find a good job. That's why I wound up becoming the thing that Desi hates most, a thief. Okay, 1 second. Desi, she really thinks against criminals. Why that is? No, but after he lost his job, he wanted to earn money and provide for her expensive ass lifestyle. Oh, my bad. This one. Yeah. He doesn't know her. Adrian Andrews. What about Larry Butts? You don't know Larry Butts? No problem. What do you know about the Dot? Isn't he great? I wish I could be half as cool as him. Besides, he is the only one that really believed me when I said I was the thief. Hey, hang on a second. This is the guy that had you arrested for murder. Well, I still don't think that makes him a bad person. Did you do it? What in the world do you see in that coffee-crazed prosecutor? Right. And then we have Kane Bullard. Mr. Bullard, my old boss. It's so sad. Do you have any idea what might have happened? Was there anyone that might have wanted him dead? Oh yeah, sure. Mr. Bullard was the type of guy who made lots of enemies. He did lots of threatening things to people, like sending you blackmail letters. Wait, do you mean he scared people or that he threatened them with blackmail? Well, I guess they are kind of the same, right? Incredible. Let's talk. Mask the Mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask the Mask? Isn't that what I have been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Hee ha ha ho ho hee hee. Great. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. It does seem crazy. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. But the rest? Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask the Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atomy. Damn, the night of the crime. So that night, you didn't go to Lordley Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used a keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. Okay. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? At me? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. He's dead. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. You should have called the damn police. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building, so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick. All of a sudden, Mr. Delight kinda sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. It does sound very suspicious, but he's saying someone hit him over the head, then he just found the body there. Why were you fired? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you? I am begging you. Please don't tell Tessie. Please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Phew, thank goodness. No. But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Tessie would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became mask for Desiree, huh? Blackmail letter. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Fear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity, just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? 10,000 is nothing though, isn't it? Fear of Emanon was 100,000. Well, I mean, it should be a lot more, but I guess he was just getting 10% of whatever it was. Heist plan. What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron Delight was Mask the Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of these plans, huh? Too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? I mean, it is the truth because there's no locks. Ron's testimony added to the court record. From Damascus' second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him or planned to kill him? We gotta clarify after the last one, bro. Did you send someone to kill him? You know, something like all that stuff. Yes, of course. I could never. I am not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then they discovered but then I was afraid they'd discover what I did. So I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. I have the Mekatama. Mystic Maya. Hey, Pearly, is it not real? I'm back. Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Korean village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Okay. Phew. That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there. Oh, okay. We'll go find out how they got there. Great. But please don't forget about me. Sacred urn refiled into the court record, found in Atme's office, covered in pink splotches, but it's a genuine article. Okay. Present to you your own testimony. Mr. Delight, are you absolutely sure about this testimony? That you stole the treasures as you were directed by a series of blackmail letters. Yes, and I got money for them in return. It seemed like a good deal. Doesn't look like he's lying. So then how do you explain Detective Atomy's crazy confession? Because he actually killed someone. Found in Atomy's office, covered in pink splotches but genuine. That's kind of strange. What is? Up until now, Mask and Mask, the famous work of arts. Okay. Well, what's new with us here? Can I show you this? What about this? Not sure. Testimony. Report. I'm glad we got the sacred urn back and all. So then how come you don't look any happier? Why should I? I don't know if if it should say I don't know if it should say Amy or I am on it anymore. And now it's got big pink polka dots on it that weren't there before. Don't you think you are overreacting just a little? Overreacting? Nick, I can't believe you said that. I mean, it's like, I got it. It's like if I came in wearing polka dots on my acolyte costume every day and said, "Hi Nick, I am. Well, do you still think it's no big deal?" I guess it would be a real disaster. You see? Well, that's how I feel. Whatever, lady. What we can do now, though, is go to the exhibit down to the freaking basement warehouse. Ooh. October 13, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if you take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. Yeah, this thing, and then the markings. I can't believe we haven't figured it out yet. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Yeah. Box. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box that the sacred urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. Yeah. I think I know how the paint got on it now. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Urn box added to the court record. A wooden box that had the sacred urn in it has pink paint stains on it. Okay, then if I do that, we can see, oh, there's also this paint, right? Yep. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Aha! That's the box that the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there is a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right. Look, it matches. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Paint marks added to the court record. Completely dry, the box of the sacred urn fits in the gap perfectly. I think it's all starting to become clear. We are that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Was it dropped here or something? Still have that. We can present the things we just got. We got a bunch of new stuff. The folder. Okay. What about the CEO button? Kane's autopsy report. Doesn't know about it. The newspaper clipping. Know about the buzzer record. She doesn't know anything about the buzzer. Ron's testimony. Sacred urn. See, we got our sacred urn back. That's really wonderful. But we are not entirely convinced it's the same urn. Miss Andrews, we want you to cooperate with us. Nah. Urn box. What a magnificent box. You are not going to throw us off the trail with flattery. I want to know about the paint on this box. Well, I'm sure I don't know anything about that. Some people just have a natural gift for lying. Adrian's not one of them. Great. A wooden box that has the sacred urn in it. Has pink stains on it. Completely dry box. Fits perfectly in the gap. Yep. Miss Andrews, about the paint that's all over the wall. Oh, look at that. It looked like paint, alright. Isn't that funny? I never noticed that before. That has to be the most pathetic acting I have ever seen in my life. I am beginning to get very frustrated. Uh-oh, I'd better do something to calm them down, and fast. Yeah, she is lying. Well, it's time to break her, I guess. Take that. Get chained up. The sacred urn. What happened to it? Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I am in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be. It could be a fake. A fake. You are the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence? The urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine. Yes. Yes, I do. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Korean village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again. Did you say again? You broke it. Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? It says Amy. Even though the original photo says I am, look at it. It's completely different. This poster, it was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah, so there goes one. I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Wait. For even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like she's not going to give up that last Cyclops so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor? The paint. It fell right there. Well, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? There is pink paint all over this urn. Nah. And there is pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. Can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But uh-oh, she's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint anywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is the box, which has the same paint. This box, the urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Oh. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Baboon. Unlock successful. Take a turn. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I am a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. Maya knows already about Pearl breaking the pot. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. Oh, great. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed into the ground. Crash! I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. It all fell down into the paint. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. Yeah, that's not really relevant, but sure. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Korean village. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Amy. Amy? I didn't know how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Great. Any sane person? Really? Oh, pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. Sacred urn, updated in the court record. Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago. Then replaced in its box. Kept out of sight. Hmm. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stain. He hid it with the statue. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. Yep, I used a golden statue to cover it. The Amy Faye statue. Aha! Amy Faye statue. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just arrived. Just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. That she is. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? True. Well then, who was it? Who would have done it and why? To remove the sword? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day it was moved. But why? Amy Faye's golden statue, updated in the court record, carried into the basement warehouse the day of the crime, moved again that night. Moved again by who and for what purpose? We don't know. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. But why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did another masked demask show up here? Give me a second. Alright, why did another masked demask show up here? Yeah. A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact. The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. To be continued? Okay, perfect time to end it, I suppose. I guess we're going straight to court, huh? Part 3 investigation to Part 4 1 trial. Yep. October 14, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey Nick, we'll talk tomorrow. See you in the next one.